Now let's discuss typed languages and what that means for Java. So we've discussed all these different primitives and types, but why do they matter in the Java programming language? The reason they matter is because Java is a typed language, and this is not true for all languages. So it means that all variables, expressions, and functions must have a declared type. So when you're declaring variables, when you're writing out these values, you do have to let the compiler know which type you intend them to be. So type checking occurs at compile time. So one of the benefits is that these strict rules will actually identify syntax mistakes, right? They'll identify type errors to prevent type mismatches and ensure type safety. So you can catch a lot of these type mismatches before you even run your code. So type safety, what that means, it's a property of programming languages that prevents errors by ensuring operations are only performed on compatible data types. So the type is essentially a promise that you're making. You're saying, hey, whatever I assign to a variable, whatever value I'm putting on the other side of this variable, or function, whatever return value that this function is going to have once we get to functions, I promise you it's going to be this data type. The benefits of that is that, again, you get to find errors, right, and type mismatches. So before you even run the code. And that's just going to make it easier to manage really large programs, really complicated logic in your programs. Because if you're essentially promising these types, then you know that your code is going to execute, is going to follow these promises, right? And at the end of the day, whatever your output is based on whatever input you had for your program, it's going to adhere to specific types, right? To the ones that you promised. And if it doesn't, right, then it'll trigger errors, which you can catch by debugging, testing, etc. So type safety, not a feature of all languages, definitely one of Java. Um, I personally, I have a lot of experience with JavaScript, for example, that is not a type language. But if you integrate TypeScript into your JavaScript projects, which is totally optional, right? You don't have to use TypeScript. Then you're kind of forcing JavaScript to be typed. And I can tell you, working in a professional environment, having those types is essential. It's so important. Sorry, let me save this file real quick. Data variables. Yeah, so it's really important to have these types. It's just going to help you prevent errors, and it's going to make it way easier to catch them as well. So Java is also classified as a strongly typed language. This is because it strictly enforces type rules. So the operations between incompatible types are not allowed without explicit conversion. So we're going to actually learn how to convert between different data types. So every variable has a declared type and it cannot change. That's a feature of strongly typed languages. So Java does enforce these strict type rules. So you can't assign, for example, an int to a string or mix unrelated types like we talked about when we're exploring primitives and non-primitives. You can't mix and match different types. There are exceptions. So operations between different types are only allowed when explicitly defined, but Java does have some, it can imply sometimes what you're trying to do with different types in just certain cases. We'll explore some of those. So Java is strongly typed. What that actually means, another video from Coding with John. Go ahead and check that out.